just got new details about the Modern Warfare 4 campaign, and that Infinity Ward is bringing something back that we haven't seen in a Call of Duty in over 10 years. If you'd like to stay up to date on all things Modern Warfare 4, it'd mean a lot if you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the time Modern Warfare 4 comes out. So over the weekend, we got over 5 new details about Modern Warfare 4's campaign, what we can expect to see from DMZ, as well as Treyarch and Infinity Ward's rivalry might be back. Unfortunately, when Modern Warfare 4 was revealed, we didn't get like a Summer Games Fest like campaign mission or anything, so we don't really know much about the Modern Warfare 4 campaign. We just know Captain Price is on the run, there's a ragtag group of South Korean soldiers, and that Ghost is hunting down Captain Price. We got a little tease of that at the end of the reveal trailer. But over the weekend, an article by PC Games End sits down with Mark Grisby, and they talk all things about Modern Warfare 4's campaign and what we can expect to see out of Modern Warfare 4. Like, we see what's going on with Captain Price and what kind of he's going to be going through inside of the Modern Warfare 4 campaign. In the article, quote, Price is going to do some dastardly things in the campaign. Things that go against the rules. Price is out of the system. Price is like, I want to make my own rules. I'm definitely very excited to see how they take Captain Price and make him an outlaw. Because we've seen Captain Price, he's the leader of Task Force 141. And now that he's at odds against them because of what he did in the events of Modern Warfare 3, how does this campaign deal with his story? And how does it either end his arc or continue it? But this is obviously not all that we heard about the campaign, because we heard that we're going to be able to experience this new threat of a world war on 3 different fronts. Whether it's North Korea, South Korea, and Captain Price's rogue unit. So it looks like we're going to be getting 3 different point of views for this campaign, and I'm definitely excited to see that make a return. Now, based on the wording of this article, I'm definitely not excited for what I'm hearing, but hopefully the wording of this article is a bit finicky, because in the article it states, there will also be an open world map that sees South Korean forces trapped behind enemy lines in North Korea. Any COD fan just got war flashbacks to Modern Warfare 3.
It's free. Oh, is this one of the open combat missions? Oh, dude, I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of these.
I didn't mind the idea of open combat missions.
I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of these.
I think Call of Duty is very great at having great ideas, but absolutely piss poor execution.
I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of these.
Open combat missions are the example of that.
I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of these.
It's a good on-paper idea, but
I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of these.
But honestly, I just don't see it working out, especially how they did it.
I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of these.
It just wasn't that great.
I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of these. I don't think I'm gonna be a fan of these.
I think fans are just more of a fan of the idea of just whatever look you have is what you have, and you just go in with it. And then you should experience that story with whatever. You don't go at it your own way. You just deal with what you're given, and you just play how you're given. No matter how disastrous that can become, Call of Duty is trying to make the focus of being as authentic as they possibly can. They even hired South Korean advisors to make sure that the story was authentic as possible. That even they made adjustments to the story based on what these advisors were telling them to do and what not to do. Definitely glad to see this come back and being back to like more realism inside of a Call of Duty campaign, because after what we got after BO7, I don't know if I want to deal with something like that again.
Fuck you!
But this article mentions something that fans have been kind of yearning for in the past couple of years, because we've been kind of focused, especially in the Modern Warfare games, kind of like Spec Ops teams. And they've kind of strayed away from like their big war segments, like an MW4 where you have to go take over the burger town, or you have to go storm, I believe it's the White House, and kind of retake it over from the Russians. Infinity Ward themselves admitted that they kind of strayed away from their roots, that they admitted fault for going in a direction that fans didn't love. So Call of Duty, with this campaign, is shooting for 50% of the campaign to be those big war segments, to be like those classic Call of Duty missions that we all know and love. So I think that's going to be great for some fans of the OG CODs. To see that come back is going to be definitely very exciting for them. However, fans of the newer Modern Warfare series, having those Spec Ops teams, the other 50% is dedicated to those, which I definitely can see. If there was a healthy balance of that, I would love to see how that could play out, especially if we get the best of both worlds. Like, imagine we get like another Clean House-esque mission. Imagine you get to see another YouTube video, blank military person reacts to Call of Duty's most realistic mission, and it's just a new campaign mission from MW4. Honestly, the more and more I hear about this game, the more and more I get excited about it. because I can't honestly remember the last time I was truly excited for a Call of Duty game, because let's face it, it's a yearly release, you know what's going to happen, you know what to expect, you know the seasonal rollout formula. But truly, the last time I was excited for a Call of Duty was probably Modern Warfare 2.
Missiles.
But obviously that fell flat on its face. But seeing COD make steps in the right direction is definitely excites me. However, they're not making great steps in the right direction because they've been dead quiet on being transparent with classic matchmaking. But please let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about the Modern Warfare 4 campaign so far? Is this something that interests you, or something you're just like, nah, another Call of Duty campaign, I don't really care? And that's really all we heard from Mark about the Modern Warfare 4 campaign. He mentions that the campaign ties directly into DMZ, which is definitely very exciting. He states, quote, all the events from the campaign. You'll be able to visit them and see the aftermath. We have free roam, dynamic ops, story missions, and boss battles. That is very, very exciting to see, especially since DMZ beta was kind of lackluster and didn't really have much to offer. Having a DMZ mode and that being third mode and that having a lot more depth definitely excites me. And definitely, honestly, entices me to actually want to try the DMZ mode. I'm not really a big fan of extraction shooters. I played that DMZ when Arc Raiders came out. I didn't really see the appeal to it, because when you spend multiple games building up your loot and building up your character just to lose it all just because some fucker's like doing some shit, I would just rage and I would crash out, and I don't want to deal with that. But since it's Call of Duty, I might give it a chance and just see how it plays. So stay tuned for a video on DMZ for Modern Warfare 4. And keeping this DMZ train going, they mentioned a few more details about DMZ, how the map is set in Hagen, I don't really know how to pronounce it, word up on screen, have fun. A map that spans North Korea and South Korea, but what they didn't really mention to us is that they're adding a Russia portion of the map. I don't know if it's just getting tacked on there, or it's like a Building 21 situation, but I'm definitely excited to see how that comes. They didn't mention that. They did mention that it's coming later in the game's life cycle. It's not coming right away at launch. But one of the big things that they were mentioning was the dynamic weather, how there can be rain, snow, even fog, how everything changes how the map plays. And that's definitely going to be something very exciting for fans that are going to be spamming DMZ. Especially if this game's popular, having dynamic weather throughout the game to help, vastly change up how the game plays could definitely be a ton of fun for a ton of fans. I'm really excited to see how this DMZ plays. I really just want to get like a full 15-minute look at DMZ, hopefully before Modern Warfare 4 comes out. And lastly, Zach W asked Mark if the classic Treyarch and Infinity Ward rivalry was still going on. If you don't know or don't really remember, Call of Duty is made by 3 big development teams. They have little development teams here and there like Raven Software, High Moon Studios, but the big 3 are Treyarch, Sledgehammer, and Infinity Ward. They alternate every year, and this kind of led to, in the golden age of Call of Duty, they would kind of try to one-up each other and try to make the best Call of Duty game possible. Treyarch would learn from what Infinity Ward did wrong and vice versa, and they would just try their best to make the best games possible. That's why you got games like COD 4, and you got BO1, you got BO2, you got MW2. Games like that is all thanks to this actual genuine rivalry. So Zach asked if this rivalry was still a thing, and Mark had this to say. We definitely keep in touch with each other now that we're on the same engine. We share a lot of ideas to make sure that we're not stepping on each other's toes and taking what somebody else is doing before they do it. But nowadays it's nicer, and there's still a little bit of that competition, but it's a lot cooler now. So it's sounding like that rivalry is still alive, but obviously it's a lot more friendlier. It's just like friendly competition. It's not genuine competition that they were having back in the day. So hopefully we can see kind of that golden age return, because maybe they'll, that competition will be like, okay, let's try to one-up each other. Let's try to do these new things. And that's really all the article had to say. And I'm definitely very excited to see what Modern Warfare 4 entails. The more and more I learn about this game, the more and more I get excited about it. Whether it's the return of classic matchmaking, whatever the fuck that means, whether it's these new details about the campaign, as well as hearing even more details about DMZ, I'm definitely very excited to try this game out. But that is all I have for you guys today. But quickly before you guys go, I want to thank you guys for 2 things. 700 subscribers. We are currently flying past that right now. We're about 730 at the time of recording this video. It's insane to see you guys show love on every single video, and hitting that follow button, hitting that subscribe button really does go a long way for me. It helps make me want to keep doing this because I burn out very often and very frequently. So having people show up and subscribe and comment and do all this stuff really does mean a lot to me. It means a lot to me, and I'm so thankful to have you guys, and it truly does mean a lot. As well as the big thing that I want to thank you guys for, I hit 1 million channel views. I hit 1 million views. I'm at a loss for words. I never really imagined myself being able to get more than like literally 10k views on anything, or even 50k views. Even an accumulative 100k views seemed like an impossible margin to hit. And now I'm having months where I hit 40k views. I had a month where I hit 120k views. Like, I've never really had videos blow up, so I don't have like a video that's got like 700k views that's carrying that view number. But this and being able to accomplish that number means so much to me, because I've dreamed about doing this since I was a little kid, and having hit a number like that is truly monumental, and I can't thank you guys enough. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys sticking around till the end of this video. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening. I hope you guys remember that you matter. Nobody told you this today. I love you. You're doing amazing. And I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one.